Today I am going to teach you your supplementary second chapter, Bringing Up Kari. This is a lesson about a boy who brings up an elephant and loves him a lot, teaches him good things. So the lesson goes like this. Kari, a 5 months old baby elephant, lives and grows up with his 9 years old friend and keeper. Kari is the name of an elephant. He is 5 months old baby and his keeper and old friend he is 9 years old. Kari does not eat much, just about 16 kilograms of delicious twings a day. Twings means small branches, and he is not taking much to eat, but he is taking 16 kilograms of delicious twings. Playful and sensitive, Kari saves a boy from drowning. And Kari, one day, he saves a boy from drowning. Kari the elephant was 5 months old when he was given to me to take care of. At that time, Kari was 5 months, and who was I? I is the writer of the story. I was 9 months old, 9 years old, and could reach his back if he stood on tiptoe. And the writer of the story, he was 9 years old. He can reach up to his back when he was on tiptoe, stood on tiptoe. He seems to remain that high for nearly 2 years. He grew together. That is probably why I never found out just how tall he was. He lived in a pavilion under a thatched roof which rested on a thick tree stumps so that it could not fall in when Kari bumped against the poles as he moved about. And he was kept in a thatched means straw, and he was kept in a thatched roof, and the roof. And after that, one of the first thing Kari did was to save the life of a boy. One day, he saved the life of a boy. Kari did not eat much, but he nevertheless needed 40 pounds of twins a day to crew and play with. And he needs 40 pounds of twins daily to eat. And every day I used to take him to the river in the morning for his bath. And the writer, every morning he is taking to the writer to the elephant. He is taking to the elephant to the river every morning to take bath. He would lie down on the sand bank while I rubbed him with the clean sand of the river for an hour. And he was enjoying their leave, and he was laying on the sand, and I rubbed him quietly. After that, he would lie in the water for a long time. It means that the elephant was enjoying it very much. On coming out, his skin would be shining like ebony, and he would squeal. He would squeal with pleasure as I rubbed butter down his back, and he squealed. He squealed means he cried with the love. He cried with joy. Then I would take him by the ear, because this is the easiest way to lead an elephant. And after that I took him by the ear, and after that leave him on the edge of the jungle while I went into the forest to get some luscious twigs for his dinner. And after that living at the edge of the jungle, living of the forest, and I went into the jungle to bring him tasty food. One has to have a very sharp thatch to cut down these twigs. It takes half an hour to sharpen the thatch, because if a twig is mutilated, an elephant would not touch it. And you must have sharp weapon to cut the twigs, because if you will destroy it, the elephant would not eat it. It was not an easy job to get twigs and saplings for curry. So it was not an easy job. Daily you have to bring 40 pounds twigs for the elephant. I had to climb all kinds of trees to get the most delicate and tender twigs. The writer has to bring so much kinds of trees and most delicate things daily for the elephant, as he was very fond of young branches of banyan tree, which grows like a cathedral of leaves and branches, and he was very fond of eating banyan branches, banyan tree branches. I was gathering some one spring day in March when I suddenly heard Curry calling to me in the distance, as he was still very young, and the call was more like that of a baby than an elephant. He was calling me. He was standing there on the on the river, and he was calling me. I thought somebody was hurting him. So after that, I thought that somebody was hurting him. So that is why. So I came down from the tree and ran very fast to the edge of the forest. So at that time, when he was calling me just like a baby, and I came down from the tree and ran very fast towards my elephant, where I had left him, but he was not there. And I ran towards him where I left him, but he was not there. I looked all over, but I could not find him. I went near the edge of the water, and I saw a black something struggling above its surface. And I saw something struggling up, coming up from the surface. Then it rose higher, and it was the trunk of my elephant. And when it comes out of the water, it was my elephant. I thought he was drowning. I thought at that time I was thinking that he was drowning. I was helpless because I could not jump into the water and save the 400 pounds of him, since he was much higher than I. So it is because I was not thinking that I could save him, because he was very much stronger than me. But I saw his back rise above the water, and the moment he caught my eye, he began to trumpet and struggle up to the shore. And at that time, when he saw me, he tried to make trumpet, began to trumpet and struggle to the shore. Then, still trumpeting, he pushed me into the water as I fell into the stream, and he pushed me into the water. And after that I saw the boy laying flat on the bottom of the river. And after that I saw a boy, he was flattened on the laying flat on the bottom of the river. He had not altogether touched bottom, but was somewhat afloat. I came to the surface of the water and to take my breath, and there Kari was standing, his feet planted in the sand bank and his trunk stretched out like a hand waiting for mine. And after that, he was standing there when I was floating in the water, and he has given me the help to come out. I dived again, down again, and pulled the body of the drowning boy to the surface. And after that, the drowning boy I caught, and after that, the elephant tried to bring me to the shore. Not being a good swimmer, I could not swim ashore, and the slow current was already dragging me down. And there was a lot of current in the water, and it was taking me away. Seeing us draft by in the current, Kari, who was slow and ponderous means he is thinking very slow, suddenly darted down like a hawk and came halfway into the water, where I saw him stretched out his trunk again. And after that, when he saw that we both of we both were going into the current of water, and he without wondering, and he has come down there, I raised up my hand to catch it, and it slipped. I found myself going under the water again, and after that, this time I found that the water was not very deep, so I sank to the bottom of the river and doubled my feet under me, and then suddenly kicked the river bed and so shot to upwards like an arrow. So keeping my foot on the floor on the sand, I tried to come up, and after that, in spite of the fact that I was holding the drowning boy with my hand, because with one hand I had kept the drowning boy in my hand. As my body rose above the water, I felt a lasso around my neck. Lasso means a rope with a nose at the end. So I felt a rose around my neck, and after that, this frightened me. I was frightened. I was frightened. I thought some water animal was going to swallow me. So because he was 9 years old boy, he was frightened that somebody is going to eat him up. I heard Curry squealing, and I knew it was his trunk about my neck. Now I come to know that this was the trunk of my elephant around my neck. He pulled us both ashore. He pulled us, both of us, to the shore. Kari became fond of ripe bananas, and he believes in self help, much to the discomfort of his friend. With quiet dignity, Kari accepts the chiding he knows he deserves. Actually, one thing I am telling you, as you know very well, elephants are very fond of eating eating bananas and sugarcane also. So, boys and girls, Curry was like a boy, like a baby, and he was just like a baby. He had to be trained to be a good, and if he did not tell him when he was naughty, he was up to more mischief than ever. Actually, one thing I am telling you, he was 5 months old baby. So he has to teach so many good things. So when he was naughty, he has to be scolded. For instance, one day somebody gave him some bananas to eat. One day he was given some bananas to eat. Very soon, he developed a great love for ripe bananas. After that, when he was eating bananas, he developed a great love for bananas. And we used to keep large plates of fruit on the table near a window in the dining room. One day, all the bananas on the table disappeared, and my family blamed the servant for eating all the fruit in the house. One day, my family, the ripe bananas were kept on the table, and bananas disappeared itself, and my family blamed our servant. He has taken all the bananas. A few days later, the fruit disappeared again. Again and again, the fruit was kept on the table and it disappeared itself. This time, the blame was put on me, and the blame was put on me also, and I knew I had not done it. As you know, boys and girls, the person who has done something wrong, he knows very well, and that is why he knows he has done nothing. So it made me very angry with my parents and the servant, for I was sure that they had taken all the fruit. So, boys and girls, my dear students, so it was the next time the fruit disappeared, I found a banana all smashed up in Curry's pavilion. So, you know, smashed means crushed under feet. So, the writer, he was 9 years old. He has found one smashed banana in Curry's pavilion. This surprised me very much, for I had never seen fruit there, and as you know, he had always lived on twigs, and you know very well, he was living up on twigs, small branches of the tree. Next day, I was sitting in the dining room wondering whether I should take some fruit from the table, and he was thinking I should take some fruit from the table. So, but he has seen, the writer has seen that without my parents' permission, a long black thing, very much like a snake, suddenly came through the window and disappeared with all the bananas. So, when the writer was thinking, he was wondering that